I am here with the great Kirk Whalum. Kirk, what a dynamic show. You bring so much to music, and you've been here in Winter Park before, and
yes,
you're staying really, really busy, but what did it feel like out there on the stage and the love you were getting?
Yes, thank you. Well, first of all, I have so many great memories of this place. And, I'm talking about Larry Carlton, Bob James. And the first time I played here as a solo artist, it was kind of an arrival. So to be invited back at all, it means a great deal. And there's a lot of great musicians, a lot of great acts. And so I just can't say that enough. That for me, just being here is a joy. And then there's the altitude. So
yes.
I was prepared, this time I was hydrated. I got reeds that were softer. The resistance is different. So if I'm playing at, sea level, the reed plays fine. But once I get up here, then all of a sudden I'm playing a lot harder because the air is thin. So I was prepared on that end because I've been here before where I just struggled through the set. I was miserable.
I know it's tough for horn players, and we keep oxygen backstage.
I know. I've actually had to do that. One time I came in with Larry Carlton, and again, the whole 2-hour drive thing, that always messes you up. And sure enough, this time we got here just in time for sound check. I barely had time to change clothes. You see my trunk there. And one time I came with Larry Carlton, we literally got here like 15, 20 minutes after the set was supposed to start. So people were leaving. We unpacked our instruments on stage, like talking in the mic, please don't leave. But I just love playing up here. And today I especially felt like I took license to go ahead and, for instance, play a song that I had written about gun violence. I just feel like this is that time where we have an opportunity as jazz musicians to live into these difficult moments, into the stress of it and the tension of it, and kind of make it real. It's like, when someone is grieving, you don't want to just tell them bedtime stories. You have to live into that grief and let it process, because you're going to be all right, but you need to be face to face with it. People want to say, well, why we got a Black Lives Matter? I'm like, no, we need that. We need to be talking about that. We need to be talking about gun violence, and then we're going to all be able to just have fun together later.
That's true, and it's good that you brought that message into your show. A lot of fans have been asking for you to come back, and you've been here in different combinations, but we wanted you with your solo show, and it was just amazing. Your brother Kevin sings, and it's just been great to see you all and what is happening for you in life now. The Whalum Center for Music in Memphis. That's something new that's going on with you.
So it's an initiative that more or less is going to allow us to tap into a lot of these kids and some older folks around the world who say, well, your gospel according to jazz impacted me. I want to serve God. I want to serve God with my music. And apparently you are out here serving God, but you are not, doing it as a Christian or as a gospel artist. You're just walking with God. And so we've been able to connect with these folks. A lot of them are young, in Nigeria, in Kenya, in the Caribbean, in Japan, all over this country. And, this gives us a chance through the Whalum Center for Music to actually bring them into a place. Yes, we go and do workshops. We want to invite some of them to come in our space. And as well, we haven't developed it yet, but the next step is to have a connecting sort of tissue of social media where we're like this. We're always together. I'm able to mentor them, and I'm able to feed off their energy through a social media platform. So the Whalum Center will bring all that together.
Well, I'm glad that you're thinking about, this next generation and encouraging and influencing so many people. Social media gives you that platform to touch even more people than just going to a live show and everything. But, you've been one of those artists that have maintained such a successful career, and music is ever changing. How do you stay relevant?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I just, you can't stay relevant. You trust God is what you do. You continue to do your craft actively. I may add that word. In other words, I am proactively writing and practicing more than ever. In other words, I'm not going to just sit back and, well, okay, I guess I'll just, sit here. No, I'm continuing to do what I do, and I'm experimenting. And and it's great to have the gospel chord and the jazz. You know, again, I have all these other things. I have BWB. I'm writing for them, and then I have my solo thing, and the gospel chord and the jazz provides a unique format for me to go deeper. And by the way, many artists, for instance, we're listening to the Isley Brothers in the background. The Isley Brothers can't really record anything new. I mean, sometimes you can get away with that, but most times it's like once you had those big hits, if you go out and perform, you got to perform those songs, and that's great. But as an artist, you feel cornered in. You do want to continue to develop, and
that
evolve. So that to me is the joy. Again, will I always be relevant? I don't know, but I have to take that chance, and I think that vulnerability is a part of what it means to live for God. I mean, you say the blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe. So it's a faith walk. It's like every day we're trusting Him to just create it. Like they said, jump and the net will appear.
That's right. That is right. Well, I know you play all over the world. You have fans all over the world. None bigger than here at the Winter Park Jazz Festival.
Great.
You saw the love.
Great.
They wanted you to stay out there, and it was just great. So thank you for coming out.
It's my pleasure.
And thank you for sharing the music. Music means so much to all of us, and so it's so important to know as an artist how you touch our lives. So thank you.
I had a couple of people came up to me and said, "Man, you made me cry." And then the sound engineer pulled me to the side. The monitor engineer said, "Hey, man, you know what? His hand is on you." And he said, "Man, I was 40 years out there doing sex, drugs, and rock and roll." And he said, "I came to God, and now, man, I wish I had done it so much earlier." So that was my moment.
Better late than never.
That's it.
And we'll end on that. The great Kirk Whalum at the Winter Park Jazz Festival.